said, today we will be looking at a very important aspect of the trading system that we offer here, known as the xstation, called xSocial. So as you guys are totally aware, I'm sure, because a lot of you are currently trading on the xstation, I believe. Some of you may be totally brand new to the xstation, and some of you may be totally brand new to even trading as a whole. That's totally fine, because today we're going to break it down on a very simple level. I'm also basically going to go and show you guys how to access xSocial both on your demo trading platform as well as your live trading platform. So you're going to have both those options in there. So you're definitely totally welcome to go check out the xstation on your demo platform or your live platform. Both are going to be there for you. Both are basically the exact same thing. The only difference is that on the social side, on your demo account, you're following players that are also trading on their demo account. So that's the only difference, really. You just can't follow players that are trading on the live side of it. So the dynamic is a little bit different, but still everything is more or less the same. You can rank, you can follow, and if that is totally making no sense to you because you guys don't know about it, don't worry, we're going to get there in just a second. So as I said, we're going to be recording this one, and it's going to be hosted on our YouTube channel, so by all means, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check it out tomorrow when it goes live on that. So on the agenda for today, we're basically going to show you guys how to get started on the platform. As I said, very simple stuff. Definitely step one of learning how to do anything on the xstation is learning how to get there. We understand that individuals do kind of slip up on that a little bit, so that's obviously step one. Step two, we're going to show you exactly what xSocial is, why it exists, how it exists, why it's so important, and why it's essentially the future of trading. That's what I really believe it is. There's a lot of individuals that are now jumping on the bandwagon in terms of xSocial, and it's a very simple tool that came about just as a result of the technology of trading online. It's definitely, it makes sense why it came about if you look at things like, you know, the massive explosion of social media and the interconnectivity of individuals. It makes sense that that would kind of transgress into things like trading and trading online, trading commodities, trading stocks, trading everything like that. When people think of trading stocks and trading on Wall Street, you know, there's a very old, stuffy way of thinking about it, you know. When you think of trading for the first time, you're like, oh, well, if I want to trade a stock, I got to go to Wall Street. I got to call a broker. I got to go and pick up the certificate that claims I own the stock. It's not like that nowadays. Nowadays, where everything is online and everything is connected, you can be simply at your home, on your computer, on your phone, and you guys have the access of trading things like stocks, currencies, commodities, equities, indices, CFDs, anything that you can think of. You have the ability to trade it instantly. And not only that, because of so many individuals around the world are using it with all types of different currencies, all types of different denominations, individuals that own Forex brokerage houses, such as Currency House, have now made it available for you guys to trade with lesser account balances, so things known as futures contracts, where you don't actually have to own the physical commodity or stock, but rather trade it. So that is now available. You don't have to know how it works, you just have to know that it's available, and that's why so many people around the world nowadays are coming onto online brokerage platforms and trading every day. So, and they're trading and they're profiting if they are trading smart. And you're educating yourself prior to doing so, which we always recommend here at Currency House. First and foremost, anybody that trades with us know that we always offer a multitude and kind of just a massive different menu of ways to educate yourself, and that includes kind of walkthroughs, courses, lessons, guides, webinars like you guys are in right now. So we want to make sure that you guys are educated. So once you're educated and you take advantage of these platforms, the ability to profit on the online trading world and platform and scene is there at your fingertips. So we're going to show you guys how to even take that to the next level now, which is almost the next step in this online trading community, which is xSocial. So we're going to show you guys exactly what that means. We're then going to hop on the demo side and the live side of the platform to essentially show you how to use it in simple terms, how to use the demo side, how to use the live side, and then we're going to show you maybe some traders to consider if you are at the point right now where you are looking at potentially following some traders. If you have a live account with Currency House and you are looking to take advantage and are looking to have a trader trade on your behalf throughout the day, we definitely have some options available there for you, especially with individuals with lower account balances, higher account balances. We definitely have some options for you. And if there is still confusion, your account rep is always going to be there to help you out when it comes to following a trader on xSocial. That's what we're here for at the end of the day. If you ever need advice on that, don't hesitate to contact your trade rep. That's what we're there for at the end of the day. It's a very simple process to follow somebody on xSocial. And as long as you kind of have this webinar under your belt and you're more or less grasping some of the main overall ideas that we have on xSocial, you should be able to follow somebody pretty easily. It's really not that tricky. There's only one really tricky part to it, and that's basically when you have to adjust the volumes and minimize your risk. So that's the last kind of step here. If you look at our checklist of things that we want you to walk away from this webinar from, the last thing is how to minimize your risk, and that's the trickier part of xSocial. I'm going to explain why it's super important and why individuals need to definitely consider it when they're following a player, especially when it comes to the live side of the platform. When the demo side of the platform, it doesn't matter because it's all fake money anyways. But when it comes to the live side of the platform, it's very important that when you follow a trader, you make sure to assess how much money you have in your account and how much money that trader has in their account. And we're going to show you guys why that's important and how to do that, of course. So let's go ahead and keep moving on. So this is the, obviously the xStation platform. You guys should know this already. When you go to currencyhouse.com, you simply go over to log into your account. If you have a demo account, you go to demo. If you have a live account, you go to live. They're going to be separate things with separate account balances. So you want to make sure that you go to the correct one. That's kind of where people maybe take their first misstep with Currency House. They call me and they say, hey, Matt, I haven't been able to log in. I don't know what's going on. The password you gave me isn't correct. About 98% of the time, it's because they're trying to log in to their demo with their live account or their live account with their demo information. So it's different. You got to make sure that you're logging into your correct one. If you ever need clarification on where you are, just look up to your URL. You're going to have either demo or real in that URL. So you'll know right away if you're on your real account or your demo account. So let's now look at where the xSocial is. So hopefully you guys should all know where xSocial is. You should all have your eyes currently looking at the exact spot of how to reach xSocial, because right now we're currently on the Forex trading side of it. So this is where you buy and sell physical commodities, stocks, currencies, indices. This is when you buy and sell with the hopes that it's either going down or up in value, right? This is kind of the beginning of trading, so something that everybody should strive to learn. This is identifying trends, identifying breakouts, understanding how news events affect the market. This is kind of trading 101. This is the basic. This is what individuals had when they first started trading. A little bit later, binary options would come out, so individuals can trade with a little bit more simplicity. And then a little bit further down the line, xSocial came out, so it kind of allowed everybody to be extremely interconnected. So obviously, you guys can see on the left-hand side here, the 4X little square or rectangle here is highlighted, right? It's like darker gray. If you look very closely, I'm sure you guys can see that. That means that we're currently on that side of the platform right now, you see? So that 4X side, that means we're currently on the 4X side of the platform. You're always going to have your balance, your equity, your margins always going to stay the same down here, right? It's always going to stay the same. That's because you can use this balance for any single level of the platform. So if you go to options, which is binary options, you're still going to have your same account balance. And if you go to xSocial, you're still going to have your same account balance. So you can use that account balance to access any single level of the platform and trade there. Once you make profit there, the money goes back into your overall balance, which you can then withdraw, keep trading, whatever you guys want. So that is where the xStation really has its niche. And I say this in every single webinar. It's so important. If you guys are trading elsewhere, there's a lot of individual brokers that don't have the ability to take in binary trading, social trading, and Forex trading all in the same hub. A lot of other individuals make you transfer your cash between accounts, which takes time, which costs money and fees. This is all under one balance here, so you don't have to worry about transferring cash. If you want to trade options, trade options. If you want to trade Forex, trade Forex. Once you've made enough money and you start getting your account balance up, then it's maybe time to consider following some top traders on xSocial where they can profit on your behalf. And if you don't understand what that means, we're about to show you. So step one, click on xSocial if you want to get there. Very, very simple stuff, guys. xSocial is right here. You can see my spotlight that's currently highlighting it right here. If you want to get to xSocial, no matter if you're on the demo account or the real account, you click right here. Once you click there, it's highlighted, and you're going to be able to find your way around at that point. So let's now move on. So what is xSocial? So now that we know how to get there, let's understand what it is. Well, I'm sure a lot of you understand this, and it's probably repetition at this point, but like I said, there was an evolution in the trading industry. It went from having to call a broker on Wall Street to buy you stock, to buy you whatever commodities or whatever you guys want. It moved from that. You now don't have to call a broker on Wall Street to buy you the physical share anymore because of online, because of the internet. The internet exploded and it caused everybody to start trading around the world. People that were in, Mozambique can now trade something like Facebook, or Google, or Apple, whatever stock they wanted at that time when the internet exploded, because everybody started to become interconnected. And that's exactly what the internet does, right? At the end of the day, it kind of brings everyone together. Even if you're, playing video games out there, now video games, this is a little bit dated, but video games have the ability to allow you to play with somebody from around the world, right? That is now something that everybody does, and it has transcended into everything. You have the ability to chat with somebody from around the world. You have the ability to, FaceTime with somebody from around the world. This interconnectivity is everywhere in our lives nowadays, and that has, of course, now made its way into trading, because online trading was the first big step in the trading community. It came from Wall Street, having to call a broker, to now being online where anybody can use it. And now, because everybody is using it through the internet, there's this kind of connection. So xSocial is that connection. If everybody using the X station around the world is using this one particular station, then they're all connected in this one way. So the X station has the ability to see everybody that's trading on the X station platform right now. Whether you like it or not, they have the ability to see you as a trader in the xstation platform. And that just has to be the given, because obviously they have to see your progress, your account balance, when you want to withdraw, when you want to put more money in. It's just this massive amalgamation of everybody trading on the xstation platform, right? It's this huge, huge database. And because this database exists of every trader on the xstation platform, xSocial came into play. So now xSocial allows you to see all of the top traders around the world. Don't worry, I'm sure not everybody is going to be featured on xSocial in this current webinar. The individuals that are on xSocial are some of the top traders from around the world. Top individuals. They have multiple monitors. Whenever I think of somebody that's on the top level of xSocial, I imagine they have a room of just computers surrounding them with graphs and charts and buzzers and TVs and everything just around them, so they can consistently monitor the market. Those are the kind of individuals that are the top players on xSocial. So because there's this massive database, we have the ability to see all of these individuals. And once we have this database of individuals, then we can start ranking them. So we can see who's the top player in terms of overall equity, who's the top player in terms of their overall balance, who's the top player in June, who was the top player in August, what did they trade primarily. All that information is available to you on xSocial. And now to take that even one step further, xSocial then allows you to copy these traders. So when you copy a trader, whatever that trader does, whether or not it's they go long on oil, they go short on Facebook stock, they hedge themselves on the DE30, no matter what they do, you do the exact same move they do. And when they profit, you profit. And it almost sounds too good to be true, but when you think about this transition of technology that has now broken it down to the fact that we can see all the traders on xSocial and exactly what they're trading, this is just the next step of it, us being able to then copy the trader and profit when they profit. And this is because us running the platform of the xStation want you guys to make money. That's how brokers make money, is when the traders make money. So it makes sense that this technology will be available to you guys because it's going to help you, of course, make money if you can see the top traders in the game and then profit when they profit. So that's exactly why this technology is available to you. And when traders tell me it seems too good to be true, it isn't. It's exactly what you think it is. At the same time, there definitely is risk. We can't guarantee anybody profits. I've seen traders lose on an xSocial, but that all comes down to the fact that they just aren't educated enough when it comes to the risks of kind of apparent in trading. So traders definitely lose, and that happens. And when traders lose, you have to make sure that your risk is minimized in the market. So obviously there is risk, but this social trading phenomenon is out there. And you guys have the ability with xStation to effectively use it and to make profit when other traders in the game make profit. I just got a question here. I'm just going to quickly answer it. I just want to let you guys know that normally for questions, please try to save them till the end of the webinar, just so I can make sure to get through it in time. The question is if there's any lag time when copying traders. There's not. It's instant execution. So when a trader makes a trade, it will be instantly executed on your behalf in the xStation. So there's no reason to worry about that. It'll be instantly executed. So let's keep moving on, guys. So now that should be pretty much clear why social exists. So as you can see right here, I have clicked on the social tab on the left-hand side, and it is currently highlighted in gray, much like that Forex thing was highlighted in gray before, right? So now this is the xSocial Hub. So let's break it down very simple. This may seem a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot of different charts, a lot of different numbers, so traders could be a little bit confused when it comes to this, but it's really, 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 really simple. So this first box, this is the hub, okay? This is when you're going to see all the traders. This is that database I was telling you guys about before. This is just all the traders in the game, and obviously this is a very small snapshot of it, which is why when you rank traders based on their overall profit, you're only going to see a very small amount of individuals. That's why you don't need to worry about people kind of looking you up in the system. You're probably not even going to be there in the first place because it's only a small little snapshot of individual traders. Unless you're one of the best traders in the world, you're probably not going to be on there. So it's a small little snapshot, and this is exactly what this first box is right here. I'm going to get out my spotlight so maybe you guys can see it a little bit easier. This is the first box right here, okay? That's just the hub. That's when you can see individuals. Once you click on somebody, then you're going to see their provider history. So this is exactly what they're currently doing, what their overall profit is, what they're currently trading. This is a little snapshot of the particular trader. So it could be considered maybe their like Facebook profile. You know what I mean? It's their profile, basically their trader profile. So that's how you see individual profiles. What they're trading, what they've traded in the past, how long they've been profiting for, all that kind of stuff. Now, once you see a trader that you like and that you want to copy and mimic their moves, you simply click on the copy button here. You might be asking yourself right now, if you're following closely, why aren't there 3 copy signs above here? Well, that's because we're currently copying those traders. So when you click copy, the copy button disappears. So you can't copy the trader twice, right? So we have already copied these 3 traders. Once you copy the traders, they get added to your trader portfolio down here in box number 3. That's the trader portfolio, all the traders that you're currently copying. And when those traders execute the trades, which are executed immediately, those trades appear on your open positions tab right here. So that's about it. It's pretty simple stuff, guys. It may seem too confusing, but when people tell me, oh, it's too confusing, I can't get it. No, it's really not. You just got to break it down simply into different boxes. So exactly what it is. So very, very simple stuff. Let's take a closer look. So this is the hub, as I mentioned before, the massive database of traders trading on the xStation platform, and this is ranked. This is a little bit older, and it's over on the live side of the platform. This was the demo side of the platform before. That's why the traders were numbers, 29545, 13965, right? That's just the demo side. The live side, you can actually see their names. Cuba, Social Invest, JSMS. You can see exactly what country they're from, exactly how much profit they're making, exactly what their winning percentage is, what their current drawdown is, meaning how much negativity do they allow their trades to get. All that stuff is available to you to see. Cuba was a huge pick for us. I think all throughout 2015, Cuba since has made some negative trades, but that was a trader that made a lot of money for individuals out there, primarily using the DAX, the German stock index. they made a lot of money. It was a he or she, I'm not sure if it was a guy or a girl, but Kuba made a lot of money for a lot of traders out there. We now have a different favorite pick of the house, and if you guys follow our brief, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, because we talk about this trader all the time, and it's pretty crazy. The run that this trader on is absolutely massive, and we always recommend traders to try to follow this trader, especially if they're trying to use it as a secondary income. So you guys can see this is just all the top traders in the game at this particular moment in time. I think this screenshot was taken in 2015, about last year, but you can see basically just the breakdown of this database and exactly what the traders are doing. And of course, the copy sign exists here, so you can now copy the trader and mimic their trades. So this is when it starts to get just a little bit more confusing. So hopefully you guys can stick along here and try to ride this one out. So basically, at its very, very minimum, if you want to copy a trader verbatim, meaning that whenever a trader trades whatever commodity currency, whatever trading instrument at whatever size, so whatever lot size, that's when we say lot, we refer to the size of the contract the trader's taking. A one lot contract is very, very large. You should never take a one lot contract if you have an account balance of 5,000 or less, okay? So that's 5,000 in US. You shouldn't be taking a trader size of one lot contract, especially if you're not very experienced. So never take a one lot contract. We always recommend traders with, around 1,000, maybe a little less than 1,000, maybe a little bit more than 1,000. We always recommend you guys to try to focus on taking a 0.1 lot contract. It's one of the smallest lot contracts you can take in the game. It's very, very important to take that because you're minimizing the amount of risk and amount of exposure that you face in the market. So anyways, so if you wanted to copy a trader verbatim, you don't have to worry about the copy provider, this next box that comes up after you press copy. You simply click OK, and it's just going to do it. And you're going to copy exactly what the trader places. So let's back up a little bit. When we think about these traders, you got to remember that these guys are the top traders in the game. They're not using this as a secondary income. This is by all means their primary income. This is what they're financing their yacht with, okay? They have a lot of money invested in this, not just $1,000, not just $500. They have, a $250,000, $500,000, $1 million invested in this. And that's how you make a lot of money, obviously, right? You got to invest money to make money at the end of the day. But because these individuals have such a massive account balance, if you copy them verbatim, meaning exactly what they do, it's not going to work because you don't have the same account balance that these traders have. So you need to manually adjust it. You see this manual button right here. You need to manually adjust it. So whenever the trader places a trade, you do a manual copy of it. So you only put 0.1 lots. So whenever the trader makes a massive trade, say it's 50 lots, you only make a 0.1 lot trade, which is totally fine for individuals with an account balance of $1,000 or less. So that's why we always tell individuals when we're explaining how to use xSocial, make sure you do manually and you adjust it to 0.1. At the same time, you also got to factor in the amount of trades that these individuals are going to have open at the same time. You want to make sure that you then adjust your total maximum total volume of copied positions to about 0.2 or 0.3, depending on that size. That means you're only going to have either 3 0.1 lot contracts opened at once or a combination, maybe one 0.3 lot contract, one 0.2 lot contract, and one 0.1 lot contract. Right? So you want to make sure that that is also adjusted at the same time. So this is the only confusing part about using xSocial. And if you're a little bit confused right now, that's totally fine. This is the only confusing part of it. You got to manually adjust it, and you just got to make sure that you're only trading a fraction of what these pros are trading. And this is where people lose on xSocial when they don't do this. They just jump into it without thinking about it, without educating themselves, and they lose their account balances. And they call us and they say, what happened? Why did I lose my money? And you say, you know what? You didn't manually adjust it. We always tell you to manually adjust it before you do it. It's so, so important. You can't just jump into it. So that's why we host webinars like this. That's why we always encourage you guys to contact your reps so we can show you exactly why the copy provider is so important. So once that's done, you're going to see the trader portfolio come up in your trader box here. You can see that we have the volume adjusted to 0.10 lots. Like I said before, that was manually adjusted. And we have the max volume set at 0.2 lots. That's a very, very risk off, meaning not a lot of risk associated. If you have about $1,000 invested in X Social, that's perfect. You can then sit back and just let the trader make money on your behalf. You don't even have to worry. If the trader has a couple bad trades and you're not a fan of them, you can disable the trader and they won't trade anymore. Alternatively, if the trader currently has a very profitable position open and you're like, you know what, I want to go on a vacation, I want this trade to be ended, I want this trade to end so I can cash on the profit, you can just cancel the trade. You don't need to worry about the trader doing it for you. You can cancel whatever trade the trader does. So you also have that ability to kind of like monitor what the trader is doing and then make your own judgment calls if you think you want to. So that's also available to you guys if you're looking to do that at the same time. So that's about it for the PowerPoint. So in case you guys think that you're ready to do X Social and start trading right away, by all means, please feel free. You can close the webinar up right now and leave if you guys want and start trading. If you guys think you're ready to just jump into it, open a live account, by all means, I recommend it. Contact your account rep and get started. We're going to hop on the demo account and live account right now, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do basically everything that we've done. But if you think that I explained it well enough, by all means, don't feel like you have to stick around. I know we're kind of reaching the 30-minute mark right now. So if you are interested in just trying it yourself, please feel free. If not, please stick around and we'll keep moving here. So this is, of course, the xstation main site right here. We're now going to obviously hop into the live and demo account. I currently have the real account open right here. This is just one I made today. There's no cash in it, unfortunately, so I can't actually follow any traders, but what I want to show you guys is basically, obviously, how to get to the X Social side of the platform right here. So we'll just wait for this to load up a bit. Of course, as you can see, whenever you log in to the online trading platform here, you're going to be logged into Forex, okay, unless this is changed when you log in. You're always going to be logged into Forex here on the left-hand side. If you want to get to social, this is step one. You simply click on this guy right here, okay? You simply click on the social tab. I'm always never a big fan of using the station on webinars because the technology has a tough time working when the GoToWebinar technology is running in the background. It's just obviously a lot for my little computer to handle here. So just give it a second or two. Obviously, this is way faster if you don't have a live webinar broadcasting with a lot of people in it. So just give it a second here to load up, guys. Obviously, this is the interconnectivity of everything. Maybe one day this will all be lightning fast execution, or maybe if you guys are currently using a better laptop than me, it already is. So this is currently loading up. As you can see, all of the traders here on the left-hand side currently. This is definitely not the top traders in the game because we're actually currently not ranking anything right now. So some of these traders aren't doing very good. They're still ranked obviously there because there's winning percentage, and it kind of uses this different algorithm to ensure that there are some traders if you're not ranking. But let's start ranking and see these top guys. So let's rank by overall profit. This is obviously in pips. So you can never see, of course, the exact balance of these traders' accounts. They do kind of allow you to see it just based on the pips that they're making. So a pip is just, if you guys had to think about it, when you look at the account size, a pip is just like a very small percentage of a cent. So it's not even like a cent. It's a very small amount, but that can be a very, very massive amount of money in some cases, depending on the size that the traders are trading. So obviously, if we rank in terms of profit, we can see Guantanamera is currently on top. We've talked about Guantanamera quite a bit. I'm not a really big fan of Guantanamera because the person's equity is really, really low. This means they have some pretty horrible positions out right now that are really killing this trader. You can see that the max drawdown of the trader is almost 20 grand. So that's horrible. That means the trader is willing to let the trades go really, really, really negative, and then maybe sometimes they just capitalize on the profits, but they keep this massive negative tally running on their trades. So I'm never a fan of that. Some traders tend to do it on X Social just because it's kind of a way of them monitoring. They open up massive amounts of trades because the spreads, they become negative, and then once the trades go profitable, they just exit out of the profitable trades and leave the negative ones running. So that's a way to do it. I'm not a big fan of it. I like, obviously, our boy The guy we always tell everybody to follow. He's a huge fan of currency houses. He's a big friend of ours, Hero from Switzerland. So Hero from Switzerland, everybody should know Hero from Switzerland. He is the big guy that we always recommend to follow in every single webinar that we always do and every single brief every morning. And it should be pretty obvious why. You can see that he's going to be one of the only people that's ranked top that has a 0 drawdown. And a 0 drawdown is crazy. I don't understand how Hero's doing it, but he's never made a bad trade. He's never lost on a trade. And you can see that from June, Hero's profits only increased and it's only gone up. You can see on the right-hand side here. Hero's made so much money. And the good thing about Hero is that he doesn't, right as of now, he's not too crazy. He's not going crazy with trades. You look at traders like this guy from the Czech right now. He's made almost 6,500 trades. Hero's only made 296. That means Hero's very careful about what he trades. He hasn't been going for too long, about 461 days. That means that the trade that he's opened his account for about 461 days now. So it's a newer trader, maybe to xstation, maybe he's moved on to xstation from a different platform, but we can see this trader is fully hitting his stride, Hero. He's absolutely fantastic. If you're looking to copy, I'm not going to be able to, obviously, because I don't have an account balance right now, but we can see that if we press copy, this copy provider screen is going to come up. So this is when you want to click manually. So you can see manually right here. I'm currently at 0.1 lots. You can even adjust that even further. So I'm at 0.1 right now, right? So that's super important for any individual with $1,000 or less in your account balance. You should always consider having at least $1,000 if you're looking to trade on xSocial. That's what I always recommend. If you have that account balance, you can just sit back and watch your profit roll in and you don't have to worry about exposing yourself too much in the market. So once you have that 0.1 lot, like I said, you just want to do this maximum total volume of open copy positions and just create that to 0.2. That is a perfect follow for Hero. If you have $1,000 at least in your account and you do this, man, you can just sit back and watch the profits roll in. Honestly, it's unless Hero, totally upsets us at one point and stops trading, or I don't know, maybe his kid gets a hold of the account and makes some negative trades on his behalf. Something out of the blue happens. Hero has just always been such a reliable pick for us, and we always recommend on a week-to-week basis. There's always profitable trades running, and they're always different. If we look at the provider history for Hero, he always has something different cooking. It's, some days he's just using the US 100. Some days it's just the DE 30. Sometimes he's killing it on oil and commodities. It's always something different right now. But you can see that every single time there's just so much profit involved with every single trade he makes. 869 pips, 865 pips, 889 pips. That's so much. Even if that's a 0.1 lot contract, that's about $1 for a pip. So that's huge. So guys, we know that even people in this webinar right now are currently following a Hero and they're currently making money. And we know that because we know a lot of you guys in this webinar right now. So if you guys are, don't have a live account yet and don't think you should, it's a no-brainer to do this, honestly, especially if this webinar has registered with you guys and you totally understand what I've been talking about and what I've been saying, and you think you're comfortable enough now to go online and start following Hero, then get a live account and do it, because you're missing out on a lot of money, honestly. Okay, so that is basically more or less the gist of it. If you follow Hero, it's very risk off. And you hear that term a lot in trading. It's risk off, risk on. Risk off means that there's just not a lot of risk involved with it. Okay, you're not worried about risk. You don't want to be risky. Being risky in trades definitely exposes yourself to the market a little bit more. You do stand to maybe capitalize on gains a little bit quicker. But if you just want to be careful, you want your profits to roll in steadily, this is just a prime candidate to do that with. Absolutely perfect. They don't allow their equity to go negative. They don't do too many trades. Their runtime has been fantastic. They have 100% winning percentage, and they're just on the up and up right now. Like if you look at the strategy, it's been nothing but up since July. It's been just up and up and up and up and up, and we expect that to continue for September. So it's a no-brainer for me, guys. I think everybody in their right mind needs to follow Hero for sure. I say that every day, and I know we say it in the brief every day. It's a fantastic pick for everybody. Even if you have a massive account balance, you just need to adjust it so you have more volume open positions, or you're manually copying to maybe like 0.2 lots or 0.3 lots if you have a $5,000 or a $10,000 account balance. you're basically guaranteed to have this hero guy making money on your behalf even while you sleep. If you are on the Eastern Seaboard right now, or sorry, on the kind of the Eastern Hemisphere in Canada or the States or whatever, you're going to be asleep when Hero makes you money. So you're going to be sleeping and Hero will be just making you money while you're sleeping. So that's an amazing thing to think about. So let's look at some other guys. Icewind has been a trade pick for us. He's very, very careful, Icewind. Also a great trader. He has had a couple losing trades. So it's been a little bit blocky. You can see that the profit's been a little blocky. So it's more of a risk-on trader. If you're looking to add to your trader portfolio just beyond Hero, definitely check out Icewind. It's a great trader. I definitely recommend. We've had some amazing trades based on Icewind. You can see that his equity is currently positive too. So it's a great trader also. And an 88% winning percentage is pretty good. I think Icewind, yeah, Icewind particularly sticks to things beyond just equities. Equity market like the DE30 or like the US 100, that's what Hero trades. It is quite volatile, so you have to be a good trader to effectively take advantage of the equity markets. But Icewind tends to stick to things like gold, Euro USD, silver for the most part. So that's what we normally recommend on Currency House for individual traders. So you can see Icewind is like a typical online trader that you'd see. Heroes a cut above normal. We don't see many heroes out there. But Icewinds we do see quite a bit. So if you are looking to diversify your portfolio and maybe just go beyond the equity market, I definitely also recommend checking out Icewind. So those are my two big picks for individuals. If you have a good amount in your account balance and you're looking to truly capitalize on using the xSocial market, you could definitely take advantage of Icewind and Hero. So that's about it for me, guys. I don't think there's any point going on the demo side of the station right now. It's basically the exact same thing. The only thing with the demo side is that there's just no nicknames. It's just the trader and the number beside it. But everything else is the exact same. You can see the provider history. You can rank based on overall profit, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to convince yourself that you're going to make money trading on xSocial, just hop on the demo platform and copy a couple traders and then check on your account balance a week later and see how it's doing. I guarantee it's going to be up. So that's about it, guys. We really hope this webinar was informative and educational for all you guys out there. I really hope to see you guys taking advantage of this. It should be used more on the platform. I think everybody should strive to eventually try to copy a couple traders and also trade on their own behalf. But if you have a trader like a Hero or Icewind in the background just making you money, you can afford to make mistakes once in a while on Forex while you start learning a little bit more, because you always have that individual in the background making sure that your account balance is positive. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I'm at the 45-minute mark, so I want to make sure you guys aren't falling asleep right now. But from all of us here at Currency House, guys, make sure to have a fantastic week, and we look forward to seeing you all in the profit. Thanks so much, guys.